So the fitness side. So for me, I grew up in the restaurant space, hospitality, and started drinking and doing drugs. And I got up to like 300 pounds at one time. And so in the last 8-9 years, I've really changed my whole lifestyle. And, you know, it's part of what I do every day is go to the gym, be conscious about what I'm putting in my mouth. And it's just something that it has brought me a lot of happiness, and hopefully I'll be able to live longer and be with my kids longer and my wife and all that. But, you know, fitness has probably been kind of part of your life for a long time because you were in sports and everything like that.
Yeah.
How do you look at fitness now as, you know, in your 40s, and what's different about how you train and how you eat now versus like when you're 22 and playing football for the, you know, NFL?
Yeah, so fitness is something that's been a part of my life for a long time. My dad was my actual first trainer. So my dad is a trainer as well. And he used to own a gym in Dallas. And so, so my dad, I'm telling you, my dad's a big part of, you know, why I was able to achieve the things I was able to achieve when it comes to sports and things like that. I mean, we would wake up on Saturday mornings and go to the gym. Then when other kids was hanging out, like I would go and run, and my dad would have me running hills. And so fitness has always been this thing that I've always loved. I used to own a gym here in Houston, and now I actually own a couple of franchises, Hot Works franchises, if you've ever seen them.
I haven't heard of that, but it's probably not up here.
Yeah, they're everywhere. So you may have one. Maybe not where you are, but there's definitely one in Chicago.
What is it called? Hot Works?
Hot Works. It's an infrared training studio. But anyways, yeah, I get it. So fitness has always been something that that's been a part of me. And so the thing about it is that what I tell people, you know, even though I'm not this healthy cook, I'm not one of these healthy guru cooks, but what I tell my people, used to tell my clients, and how I live my life is like knowing how to eat, what to eat, and things like that. And so I try to train them to be smarter about, you know, what they eat. Basically, you can't eat bad stuff all the time. You got to have balance in your life. And I think that's not just with fitness and food, but that's just with everything. Everything in life is all about creating a balance. And so that's my approach to being healthy.
Are there things you try to stay away from, or like that are no foods, or is there some method or methodology to the way you eat? Is it lower carb or higher protein, or what are some things that you use to kind of, you know, balance out some of the good stuff you do eat?
Well, for me is that, you know, every person is different. But what works for me is I work out, you know, at the very least 5 times a week. And I don't train like I used to train when I was, you know, in my 20s and 30s. Now it's just about keeping the body moving, maintaining my strength. I'm not in there, you know, with plates on there. A lot of compound movements, you know, as we get older, the knees, the hips, and all these different things start to get stiff. So keeping the body moving is more how I train. When it comes to food, I eat. I love some food. And so what I like to do, what works for me is I fast. So I do intermittent fasting.
Okay.
So when I have my window, I eat what I want to eat, you know, without getting ridiculous. I'm not eating, you know, fried chicken every day. But what I'm saying is that the intermittent fasting works for me, so that when I'm able to eat, I'm not, you know, worried about like, how's this going to affect me, because my body is ready for that fuel, and it just burns it really quickly.
What's the timeline that you use? You stop eating at what time and start at what time?
Yeah, so I do 16 and 8, so I have an 8-hour window. So basically, I just skip breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I do wellness shots in the morning, which I'm actually coming out with a wellness shot. I started a supplement company, so I'm coming out with a wellness shot. So my turmerics, my gingers, and all these different things that kind of gets the body going. It helps the organs and things like that. So I do that in the morning, and I don't eat until an actual meal until like 1 o'clock. So from like 1 to 8 is my window, and you know, you kind of give you more freedom to kind of eat what you want.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
With respect, because I have some clients that I had on, you know, doing this, and they were getting ridiculous in their 8-hour window. I'm like, that doesn't mean now go get a number 11.
You're like, come on, brother. Oh man, I can imagine. Yeah, you still have to acknowledge the calories at some point.
You still got to be smart. The point is that when you cut out the breakfast, you're taking away at least 600 calories right there, depending on what kind of breakfast you have for your daily intake. So then you have that small window where you can, after you eat one meal, you're pretty much full until, a few hours later, eat another meal, and then you're done for the day.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's funny you said that. What's
next then, Eddie? What else? You got something else cooking. You got the drinks, those morning shots. That sounds good. What else is going on?
The funny thing is that I've been doing this for years. I make these shots, these wellness shots for me and like my family and stuff, and I make a batch of it every week, and then we take a shot of it every morning. And so years ago, my wife was like, you should, manufacture this. And I was like, nah, nobody does that, does this stuff. And now I've been seeing all these companies that's doing it. And I'm like, holy crap, I've been doing this for years. So I called my agent. I was like, yo, you remember those shots I told you I make? I was like, we need to manufacture that because these people are making money selling the same thing that I've been doing for years. So that turned into a whole kind of product line. So the first thing that we're going to be coming out with are these wellness shots, and then from there, different chef-inspired, chef-curated like proteins. So curate the flavors and get it just right. And so kind of like Robert Irvine's protein bars.
Yeah.
But so I'm coming out with my own line of wellness products.